Midday, a new prosecutor has been appointed to take over the Georgia election interference case after District Attorney Fani Willis's removal. 11 Alive's Ariana Manise is live outside the Fulton County Courthouse. Ariana, the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia had until today to make the decision. Who is now leading the case?
Well, Cheryl, the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia appointed its own executive director, Pete Skandalakis, to take over this case involving President Trump and several other co-defendants as they're accused of interfering in the 2020 presidential election results. Skandalakis, he approached today's deadline. He was working under a very tight one, a deadline that was set by the Fulton County judge to name a new prosecutor. Skandalakis said he contacted several outside attorneys, but all of them declined to step in. So he ultimately appointed himself to move this case forward. In a statement, Skandalakis said the public has a legitimate interest in the outcome of this case. Accordingly, it's important that someone make an informed and transparent determination about how best to proceed. Some background on who Skandalakis is. He's been the executive director of the council since 2017. The Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia is a group of nonpartisan attorneys in the state of Georgia. And Skandalakis is already familiar with the details of this case as he reviewed evidence related to Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones's alleged involvement in the Georgia election interference prosecuting case, and he's also known for overseeing the police killing of Rayshard Brooks. Now that the case is in the hands of Skandalakis, he can decide how to move this case forward, whether to move forward as is, to scale back some of the charges, or to drop this case. It's also important to note that any prosecution against President Trump won't move forward as he is the sitting president. But the charges against the 14 other co-defendants could move forward. Those charges against co-defendants like Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani is something we'll have to continue to follow as this case will now possibly have some movement. Reporting live from Fulton County, I'm Ariana Manise for 11 Alive. Back to you.
Ariana, thanks so much for all the context. We are also hearing from President Trump's attorney, Steve Sadow. He says this politically charged prosecution has to come to an end. We remain confident that a fair and impartial review will lead to a dismissal of the case against President Trump.